Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh, good that you're here, because I want to gauge. I want to show you something that I was drawing during my warm-ups. This is the picture that I would... Okay, first, this is the picture that I was going to be coloring tonight, but I don't really feel up to coloring, so I'm going to be inking a different picture that I drew. And while I was... This is the picture that I'll be inking, don't worry about it. While I was doing warm-ups, I drew a cutie patootie. Still got to do a little bit of tweaking to the goggles, of course, but yeah. I drew a big cute. Oh, don't mind the okay. Okay, indeed it is. Sorry, I needed to link the stream to somebody and I still only have one monitor, so... So yeah, I had to do that for a second there. But yeah, I'm going to tweak this a little bit. No, this is the one I'll be inking. Arc. This isn't. This is what I'll be inking tonight. And that's why I said you should show up. Sorry. Sorry. The moment I realized I was just not really feeling up to coloring tonight, I was like, I should do something else. I know. I was just flabbergasted by Ophi's response, so I thought I'd ink the picture. Going to tweak this sketch a little bit, get it to a point where I feel comfortable, and then I'm going to set it aside and get to work on that. Hello. In case you didn't hear, I don't really feel up to coloring tonight, so I'm going to be doing some other pictures. Coloring the Mikini picture is going to be put off for maybe a week. This here is Gage, the member of the chat, and probably finish this up at some point in the future, maybe even start inking on it tonight if I get far enough in the other picture. Actually, I think I'm at a good place with this one, so let's just get working on this one over here. Oops. That's a little too big. Let's get a smaller brush. Ooh. And no, you're not that late. You're like a minute or two. Don't worry about it. Can't wait till I get like a larger desk. No, not really a larger desk, but I'm glad. Also, Ophi is adorable, so... I'm also doing a lot more practicing with very thinner line art, so it's good to get another picture under my belt with some practice for this before I actually get back to some... High profile isn't the right word for it, but definitely stuff that should have been done a while ago. And I think will be big deals when they are done. So how's everyone doing tonight? Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, that hair's coming along very nicely. Are you really surprised that I fell into the onyo? First of all, Gura is adorable. I almost called her Gora, or I did call her Gora. But Gura is fucking adorable, and oh no! Though what really caught me was when Toa was doing it. I don't watch JP streams nearly as much as I probably should since I'm trying to learn the language, but I was watching some clips, and there was a clip of Toa, and she was just like, she thought Gura's "oh no" was adorable. I forgot who she was streaming with. It was some of the, I think it was Bay. And there was one, I don't know who the other English-speaking girl with her was, but and they had to explain that it's like Gura's thing, and it's catching on, and it's adorable. Oh no. Yeah, it was Mume. It was Mume. Because when she did "oh no," it sounded exactly like Gura, because Mume can sound exactly like Gura when she forgets not to. The only reason why I don't think they're the exact same person is that they've been seen in the same room. Proverbially, I don't know physically. Okay. Gotcha. That makes a distressing amount of sense. Oh, something I've begun doing lately is, so there's a couple YouTubers I know who do gaming stuff, and they have a character avatar, but they don't identify as VTubers. I've been calling them VTubers to their face. One has been like, "Oh God, I guess I am," and the other just was like, "No, no. And it was funny. Trolling with the truth is the best kind of trolling. Okay. Yep. I don't know. Because you're a hoe bag with some exhibitionist tendencies. It's about to say slut, but that's just not a good thing to call people, even if they identify it as themselves. And hoe bag is just funny. Relaxing is good. Relaxing is important. Also, everyone else, make sure you relax your shoulders. She's teaching from a book o' smart. When I ink it down there, I'll probably add a little more details to it to make it look a little more fancier than just book o' smart written in very bad handwriting. Because this is Ophelia Midnight Sensei. She's a teacher. She's a naughty teacher. Really, she's just a goofball VTuber with a kind of a goth aesthetic to her model, but still. Goth clown. Those. That trend. But I mean, if you're gonna misread cloth gowns, I can't really think of a different one that makes a different way with that makes sense. Saving and opening up my drink. Should have. Eyes are always the hardest part when it comes to faces, so you gotta take some extra time with them. I know jack all about Apex. Even though I watch multiple VTubers who stream it. It's either Apex or Minecraft, and she's one of the VTubers I was talking about. Hello. I was supposed to be coloring tonight, but I wasn't feeling up to it, so instead, you're getting me doing some fan art for a VTuber. Ophelia Midnight from V Reverie. I know very little about her, but she just popped off hard for the sketch when she saw it. And I have watched a little bit since then, and she's fun. Kind of goofy from what I've seen. But I like goofy. Sadly, you only get to see this version inked. There's actually 3 alts, but none of them are safe for YouTube. I'm not even sure I'm actually going to ink any of them. Might. But if I do, that's going to be off stream. That's kind of hot, actually. Wow. I see, I see. Jeez. Yeah. So I discovered today, or learned, I think is probably the right word for it, that the people who made the Colonel Sanders dating sim, because that's a thing that exists if you didn't know, they're making a Dead by Daylight dating sim. And now, honestly, I wasn't that interested. Still kinda am not. Because I don't really care about Dead by Daylight or any game where the core engagement is fear. I'm an easily scared little panda and I don't enjoy being afraid. But I think the 4 characters in it were some big buff dude, some buff chick. I think Trickster was the second guy, and then a different girl. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know the characters that well. I'm just vaguely remembering the names that were in the trailer. Saving. If anyone's working on something, remember to save. Ah, okay. Never even played the game, so I've barely even watched any of it. I have no clue what that means, but yes. New content is always better than bragging. I mean, generally speaking, new content is always better if you're bringing your A game, or even your B game. So long as you're putting forth a meaningful effort, new content is always better. Oh wait, is Dead by Daylight the horror game where they're like constantly bringing in like characters from horror movie franchises and stuff? Yeah. I mean, lore doesn't really matter in a game like that, now does it? It's not like there's actually a story mode, is there? Let's do it this way instead. And don't worry, the VOD's gonna be here. And if you're gonna go through the trouble of including a guest character, you should at least you know, put forth a little bit of lip service to making the character's appearance make sense. Like the weird time gates that showed up in Soul Calibur 2's, I think it was Soul Calibur 2, maybe it was 3. But when they had like Darth Vader, and I think it was Darth Vader on the Xbox. Was it Darth Vader on the Xbox? Yoda, Darth Vader, Link, and somebody else, I think. And they integrated them into the story, and I appreciated that. Oh, okay. Well, I had a GameCube, so... Let's get up in there and adjust everything to make it work right. What's the point of, like, Soul Calibur, after like starting with like 3 or so, like customization became like the core point of the game. Soul Calibur and Dead or Alive are the only fighting game series that I've really actually ever cared about. And yes, who was never actually canon, contrary to what like many people tried to push. His game was never canon. I thought it was for a while, but then I did some digging, and apparently the only person that ever thought it was canon was like the guy who wrote the game. Which I kind of feel bad for in retrospect, but to be honest, the only good thing to come out of The Force Awakens is the Force Awakens rulebook for the Star Wars Saga Edition RPG. Like, not even the waifus in the game were that well designed. I mean, they weren't bad, but there are better Star Wars waifus. So, I mean, they're not Imperial pilots who, like, if she was just blatantly evil and doing the Imperial thing because she believed in it, that's one thing. But the game kind of tried to I don't know. It felt like they were trying to woobify her a bit by having her, like, not really be into it. No, if you're gonna have yourself, if your main love interest is gonna be a villain, just embrace it and let her be evil. Oh yeah, the giant. That was actually, when it came to the new trilogy, that's actually one of the things I liked best about it was, what, Pharasma? Like, that was great. Just clown 2B is not a thing that I know of. I haven't owned a new console in years, so. Speaking of franchises that were once beloved and great and then kind of fell to crap because money people think the mythical broader market is a real thing. Star Trek. Brave New Worlds. Well, that's the newest prequel series. It takes place after the first two seasons of Discovery, but before the first season of Trek, and it takes place on the Enterprise. It's basically Pike's last big hurrah before he has the accident that puts him in the chair. It's good. Like, not like good for new Trek, but good. It's a little more action-y than I would have wanted. But, like it's not insultingly bad the way Picard is. And it's not just mind-numbingly dumb the way Discovery is. It's just good. And I'm just like, I'm shocked. It's only like, I've only seen 2 episodes so far, so I can't really say that the whole series is going to be this way, but it's made a good first impression to the point where I'm actually looking forward to more of it. Yeah, that is probably my biggest complaint about it, is that we don't need more pre-TOS stuff, especially pre-TOS involving the Enterprise or something associated with the Enterprise. Because Discovery brought in Spock and an unknown, and like a heretofore unmentioned foster sibling. I didn't want that. But I also kind of understand Kurtzman, as much as I dislike him as a producer and showrunner and director and all of that stuff. I do understand his logic of, there really isn't that many stories left to be told post DS9 without just inventing a brand new threat, because otherwise you're just rehashing stuff that the canon has already covered to death, both in the books and on TV. And of course, he's very much of the listen to what the fans are begging for and then just give them that type of creator as well. And the loudest fans are begging for more TOS era stuff. That being said, I still think Lower Decks, which takes place after DS9, is the best of New Trek. And for anyone who can't get into the art style, I don't blame you. I'm not even a huge fan of it. Oh, God. That is one thing that the fans have been demanding, but Kurtzman isn't giving them, because I think he just hates video games. But the fan base at large is just begging for canonization of the MMO and doing stories that deal with the MMO story arcs. God, I remember when we were promised that. I can't say for you or anything, but for me, the reason why I believed that was because that's what we were told by Kurtzman's office, like the people at Paramount. So I guess to a lesser degree, the first season of Picard was that, because that was dealing with not the fallout from the timeline split, but the fallout from the timeline split. I hear it's really good. That's good. Well, I'm a red panda boy, so I can't really judge. What is a huntail? It's probably a reference I should get, but I don't, because I'm an idiot. Okay, good, they're about the right size. It's the icon is so small in my screen I can't actually see it, sorry. You know, it's just more stereotypical Pokemon has bad monster designs nowadays thing. It's a meme. I don't technically agree with it. I think the monster designs and the waifu designs are actually the only things left that are good about the franchise. Oh, people have been saying that Pokemon monster designs have been bad, haven't been as good as the what's the best way to word this? Because basically, ever since Gen 2, people have been saying that Pokemon has been creatively bankrupt on their designs. And for everything you could criticize Game Freak and Nintendo for, that just seems like the worst thing to waste your time with. Yep. Or if you're caring about like creativity of it, there are at least 3 Pokemon in Gen 1 whose names are just different ways of saying strange plant. And they're not even like just different ways of saying it for this, like, you know, different evolutions of the same one. Completely different Pokemon. All of their first stages are just strange plant. I think Charizard's Japanese name is just lizard. Don't forget, no, they're not just a ball. They're ball with angry eyes. Gotta remember the angry eyes, because angry eyes make it into a Pokemon. I have a love-hate relationship with Mr. Mime. I think he's incredibly creative and fun and kind of cool, and really plays into the kind of the horror aspect of the unintentional horror aspect of Pokemon. But it's also just really dumb looking, and not in a fun way. I think Hikokage is a type of Japanese lizard. So yeah, it's lizard, then lizardo, and then lizardori or lizard dragon. Oh yeah, exactly. God, I think Detective Pikachu is probably the best thing to come out of the Pokemon franchise in ages. So it's Salamander. I'm betting that word being used in other RPGs is why I have it associated with lizard, with just being another word for lizard. Oh, I did a install and test of Oblivion the other day to see if I could actually stream it. So I'm just looking into games that I remember enjoying and maybe even thinking into streaming. And I got through the intro. I watched Patrick Stewart get stabbed by some assassins, and I did the little rat exploit to max out my, well, nearly max out my stealth, and then max it out once I pick my class. And then bam, first fight after I get out, the game freezes and crashes. So I go in and I install all of the bug fixes. And apparently the initial crash was so bad it just damaged my install. Because I couldn't even load it back up after that. I was like, you know what, let's do all of the standard recommended bug fixing patches. And now, mind you, Oblivion is like, what, 15 years old now? But it's the Steam version that I have, so you'd think it would work. Because Oblivion is one of the few first-person games, besides Minecraft and Postal, that I've actually beaten before. And that was my that tweet I did about I have become the master of Chim. That was just me finishing reinstalling the game. So I was just like, screw it, the game doesn't want me to play it, so I won't be streaming it. I already have my next couple of games picked out, so it's not that big of a deal. I have time to figure out something else. Train gun, take a drink. Come on, lid, get back on there. There you go. Why is my nipple hard? Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Yes, I am in your wall. Also, fun fact. Don't ask how I know this. But the Navy and Marine Corps boot camps refer to your running shoes as your Go Fasters. I remember that out of nowhere and thought I should share. As a part of the mental conditioning to get you prepared to be in the military, they make you use some of the dumbest names for household items. Sorry, had to cough. No, but at least the Navy ones are blue and white. It is. If I remember correctly, Rita is blue and white. Kanata is blue and white as well. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I still haven't gone to see Sonic 2 yet. I hope the theater still has it. I think I was just instinctively waiting for it to come to the cheap theater without remembering that the cheap theater was taken by Corona-chan. They used to have like $2 matinees, and I think like it was only like $6 on a weekend night. Okay. The actual original picture's finished being inked, and now it's time to add some new details. Turn this into a full composition. Nice, nice, nice. A well-exploited Skyrim special edition. Skyrim is the best porn game made in the West. Indeed. There's an exploit in Oblivion where you can get yourself, if you're patient, it takes about an hour to do this, but you can actually get yourself maxed out stealth before you finish the tutorial. Or if you plan on taking a stealth build, you can cut like 10 minutes off of it. Like if you plan on being an agent or a thief, you can cut 10 minutes off of it by just getting your stealth to 80. Speaking of off-brand stuff, my install of I accidentally broke my install of HS2 by trying to update it. It's a risk. It's a risk, and I was just like, I don't want to go through re-downloading all 190 gigabytes of that game. Yeah, there's just some really enchanting is the craziest part of any Elder Scrolls game. If you really want to break it, just get into enchanting. And I think that will add some proper details to the composition to really make it feel like a classroom now. And that your foot's actually balancing on something instead of just hanging there. Hello, Cat Perch. probably the coldest take to ever be cold in a take, but I think Morrowind is actually the last, like, objectively no questions asked, like no caveats good game Bethesda made. Like, I understand the argument for Fallout 3 and especially New Vegas. I understand the arguments for those, but I don't know. They're not. Because it's a VTuber, and it's fan art for a VTuber, and it's a picture that I had drawn before, and now I'm finishing it. I was planning on coloring the swimsuit pic, but instead I decided to finish this instead because I wasn't feeling up to coloring. See, now that is actually a statement I can definitely agree with. Oh. Force it to come back. Become the catnip. All that's left is the stuff on this. It's like the text on the front of the book. Let's cheat this a little bit. That's a trick for you. Yeah, I think the line art's about as done as it's gonna get. I'm gonna save this and then I'll go back to inking the sketch I was doing earlier. Well, technically before stream. Then once I get this inked, I'll call it a night. First, let's do the cleanup pass. It is a U. I doubt it'll take me as long to ink this as it did the other one. I'm both kind of in the groove now, and it is admittedly a far simpler composition. I don't want you sleepwalking through work just because I'm here drawing a thing. Not that, you know, conventional jobs deserve your best effort. Now it's time to properly ink this. I'm gonna go with a bit thicker brush than I did with the last one. It's a bit easier that way, and I can go a little faster with it as well. Basically, the thicker the brush, the more forgiving it is. It's a little too thick, actually. Which is not something Gage has ever said. Heyo. Good night and good luck. Ugh. Ugh. Also, fun fact, Gage. Drew this from memory. After I'd got the sketch kind of to a point where I knew it was going to be Gage, I went and looked up your ref sheet to make sure I was right, and I was right. Any errors are stylistic choices more than not understanding the character design, I think. Like the three mouth is more of just artistic license than anything. I do feel like I should probably shorten the neck a little bit. I think the neck's a little too long. You're starting to look a little purple dragonish. Yellow cat. Also, the full black eyebrows are more of the inking style than it is yeah, that's how Susan is. We are all slave to the algorithm and its robots. forget to add those over here? I did. Oopsie doopsie. Fixed no, and let's save this as well. Let's just go whoop. Oops. Now let's go whoop. Yeah, that's a better distance for the neck. Still a little long, but like anime long as opposed to purple dragon long. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard that, but my sternum popped. Oh. The town I live in, for the first time in a century, I mean this century, not like in a century, but for the first time this century, has an arcade. It's in the mall. It doesn't use tokens, it uses a little card thing that you you put plays on a little card at a booth, and then you use those to play in any of the machines you want. It's, you know, more sanitary version of coins. I think it's part. There's a company in town here that does arcade booth restorations, and I think they're partnered with them. Because they have mostly like new stuff. There's a few older arcade booths. And all of the pizza places in town actually have arcade booths. Have, you know, booths that were restored by the company. I was flabbergasted last year when I went to a pizza place and I saw an actual working version of the 4-player Simpsons with all 4 players working. Oh, hi, Gage. Let's see if I can remember this. Let's see if I can do some flat colors from memory as well. Okay, these aren't anti-aliased. Anti-aliased. That's not good. Let's try that again. Nope. Not that there's just little problems that I want to fix with the line art before I start coloring it, so that'll probably have to wait. Yeah, and I only got like 15 minutes left before I hit my scheduled time limit. I don't want to half-ass colors on this, even if I'm not going to be doing like full painted. Got a little more bulk to the bangs. Joke about taking away bulk from the chest, but not actually. I think I got the size right. I see what the problem is. Turn around on the eyes isn't right. Why is that not working? There we go. Yeah, I need to redo that mouth. I like the colon 3, but it's just there's too much space there. I think the mouth needs to be open with where the way the jawline's going. Okay, big toothy grin. See what I can do. Okay. Sorry about that. No, not liking that grin. It's not that there's a problem with the grin. I don't think I'm doing a good job with it. So let's start over. More of an angry grin. It's more of an angry open mouth. That's just the wrong shape. You're getting a grin, but you're not getting bottom teeth. Not that VTubers have bottom teeth in general. Or if they do, it's just a little hint over in the corner back here. Oh no. There's a few indies that I know that do, but it is very, very rare for live 2Ds to have a full set of bottom teeth. I don't think I need the bottom line with this one. Yeah, that was Girl DM. Basically, shoulder movement is reserved only for the most expensive live 2Ds, and that's about it. Or people that have like the full body rigs. Okay, let's do this. Close. Close. rewrite that a little bit better. Yeah, that's a better brush for it. Let's do it this way. There we go. That's a gauge. And I think I'm going to call it a night here. Yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. Got a lot of drawing done, and I'm glad y'all hung out with me for it. Good, you can't see here. Good, I don't have human ears. A little worried that I might have human ears. I don't have human ears, so I shouldn't have human ears. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing y'all day after tomorrow for when I think we're going to chrono the trigger. Yeah, Thursday's going to be chrono trigger. So we'll see you then, and love y'all. Have a great night, and Haute Sangria! Oh, and please remember to like and comment on your way out. It really helps with Susan's beast about wanting numbers. Love y'all. Haute Sangria.